Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to be using new products to create this very colorful look. So if you want to see how I achieve it, then just keep on watching. I already did my eyebrows and primed my eyelids off camera. So I'm going to be moisturizing with this new moisturizer from Juno Co. This is the Moonshine Miracle Cream. It says it's made to hydrate and prime skin to perfection. I already went ahead and applied the Too Faced Hangover SPF Moisturizer. I like to apply this no matter what moisturizer or primer I'm using because it has sunscreen, so it protects my face from the sun. And this is what the packaging looks like, very fancy. So it's supposed to blur out your pores and give your face a lot of hydration. So hopefully it works out. Right away my face feels a lot more hydrated, so hopefully it works as good as it says. It does have good reviews. For palette today, I'm going to be using this new one right here. This is the Morphe 24A Artist Pass palette, and this is just such a colorful palette, and it has pressed glitters. As you can see, this one has little stars, and then it has more pressed glitters on here in the bottom row. So I'm excited to use it. Honestly, I don't know what look I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna see what I come up with. For this look, I'm gonna be using tape and applying it right here at the end of my eye. It can give me a more precise eyeshadow look. Try to make them as even as possible. Okay, so I'm gonna start by grabbing the color Major Inspo with this flat blending brush and applying it on the outer corner of my eye, just packing it on, not blending it yet, and kind of dragging it upwards. Okay, so now that it's applied, I'm gonna go ahead and take a blending brush, and I'm gonna use the shade Stage Persona. It's like a light purple, and that's gonna be used as my transition shade and to blend out the dark purple. I'm gonna pack it on first, and then I'm gonna blend it. So I actually went ahead and switched brushes. I'm gonna be using this angled brush to apply that light purple. I think it might work a little bit better. I'm just gonna pack it on, and then I'm gonna go ahead and take a blending brush and blend those two colors together. Now that I have those two colors blended out, I'm gonna go ahead and cut my crease using the e.l.f. Hydrating Concealer and this flat brush, Luxie 246, and I'm gonna put concealer on the back of my hand and grab from there. Super excited for this part because I'm gonna go ahead and use this shade right here, which is kind of like a glitter and it has stars. So I want to see how good it works. I'm gonna take a Morphe E35 and it looks like this. So it's kind of like a flat brush, and I'm gonna go ahead and take that shade and pack it on where I cut my crease. And I actually got two little stars, which is so cute. So this is what it's looking like. And you can position the stars wherever you want. And I think I'm gonna take this shade here too, just to add a little bit more glitter. It's called Private Oasis. And I'm gonna go ahead and take that same brush. And to make the other eye even, I'm gonna get 2 stars as well. I'm gonna add a little bit of glitter onto the pink shade, just a little bit to kind of blend out the color. I'm done with my eyes so far, so I'm gonna go ahead and just remove the tape. And that line you see, we're gonna go ahead and just blend it out with the concealer once we do our face, so that it won't be too hard. These are the lashes that I'm going to be using today. Honestly, I don't know what they're called because I don't have the packaging anymore. And I'm gonna go ahead and take the duo glue. Now that I put on my lashes, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to face. And today, I actually already took it out of the package, but I'm gonna go ahead and use the Juno Co velvet sponge, and this is what it looks like. Honestly, I'm so excited to try this one because I've heard really good reviews, and it just feels so different compared to an original beauty blender. It has like little hairs. I don't know, that's just the best way to explain it. So I'm excited to use it. It has good reviews, so let's just see how it performs with my foundation. And for my foundation, I'm using the Beauty Creations Flawless Stay Foundation. I can honestly tell a really big difference how this sponge performs than my original one. I feel like it just leaves my foundation looking a lot more full coverage, and it leaves my skin looking so smooth. And honestly, this sponge is really not expensive. I think it's like $6, and you can find it on their website, or you can find it at Target, I believe. To apply my concealer, I'm going to be using again the Juno Co. This is the Rose Velvet Sponge. Same thing as this one, but this one supposedly it's softer, and again it has really good reviews, so I'm excited to try it out. And I'm going to be using my Kylie concealer in the shade Ivory. I'm gonna go ahead and blend my concealer by where the tape was. That way you can't tell that there was tape there. Pinching the sponge because I feel like it's a little too big for my under eye, so I'm just pinching it as I set my concealer. Then I'm gonna go ahead and take the blue sponge, which is the one I use for my foundation. I'm gonna go ahead and blend my concealer and my foundation together. I'm going to be using a new powder today as well. This is a Juno Co Juno Blur Makeup Setting Powder. I'm super excited to use this as well. I always use the same powder, but this one again has really good reviews. Honestly, everything on their website has really good reviews, so I literally bought myself a couple of things from them. And I'm going to be using the little tiny velvet sponges. This packaging honestly looks so pretty, and it looks like an expensive powder. This is in the shade Banana, and I'm going to take the mini velvet sponge. The only thing about this sponge is that it's like a teardrop shape compared to my Morphe ones. I have this little like line right here, that way I can do my nose contour. So let's see how I do it with this one. I'm gonna go ahead and do it on my nose, just a straight line like that, and then under my eyes just to bake for a little bit. Let's see how good it blurs my pores. And honestly, the final test for powders for me are if they work with my concealer. My girl one, which is this one, I really love it because one, it's cheap, and two, it gives me such a nice coverage. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of set my face. Don't forget to get around the mouth where you get your smile lines. Okay, now that I baked for a while, I'm gonna go ahead and take this kabuki brush and just go ahead and dust it off. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about the powder. It left some right here, and it's kind of literally on there, like stuck on there. And it is kind of patchy under my eyes. I don't know if I like it or not. Okay, so it did blur my under eyes, but right here by my nose, it did leave dry spots. So maybe next time I just won't add it by my nose, only under my eye. So today I am going to contour a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and use this brush, super cute case. And it's the Shade and Light brush. I don't know if they still sell them. Honestly, I got this at Marshall's a long time. And I'm gonna go ahead and use this Tarte Clay Play palette. And it has these contouring shades, and I'm gonna use a mixture of these two. I don't ever really contour, only maybe like once in a while. So I'm gonna go ahead and just set it like that, and with this blending side, I'm gonna go ahead and blend it. And I don't really contour my forehead because I have a small forehead, but just with the leftover, I just kind of go ahead and dust some on top, just a little bit, and under here again, only just a little bit. I'm gonna bronze up my face, and also to kind of blend out the contour shade a little bit more, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Kylie bronzer in the shade Khaki and the Essence bronzer brush. And this is just like a light bronzer. And like I said, her packaging comes off. That's literally the only bad thing about it. Oops. For blush today, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Kylie blush in the shade Rosy. And this shade is super dark, so I'm only gonna go in with a little bit, and I'm gonna go ahead and use the Real Techniques contour brush. Again, just a little bit because it is super pink. For highlighter, I'm using the Kylie highlighter in the shade Ice Me Out. This is what it looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit, and then I'm gonna go ahead and spray some setting powder or setting spray to my brush, kind of let it dry a little bit. To blend out my bronzer, blush, and highlighter a little bit better, I'm just gonna go ahead and take a big fluffy cleaned brush. I'm just gonna go ahead and tap it into my skin. I'm gonna go ahead and finish off my eyes before I put on lipstick. And I'm going to take the brush that I used, the dark purple, take that dark purple again, and put it under my lash line. I'm gonna go ahead and take the brush that I applied the pink with, take the shade Max Volume, then I'm gonna go ahead and take a blending brush and blend those colors together. Go ahead and take the shade All Access, which is just a shimmer shade, and a pointed brush. This is the Morphe E37, and apply it in my inner corner. Before I finish off my eyes, I'm gonna go ahead and take this mascara. This is a Hank & Henry mascara. I love this mascara because it has two sides. So it has the skinny side for your lower lashes and then a bigger side. I'm gonna go ahead and take the smaller side and do my lower lashes. Oops. Then I'm gonna go ahead and take the bigger side, apply it to my lashes. For my lips today, I'm gonna go ahead and take the LA Girl lip liner in the shade Bare, and I'm gonna overline my lips. I'm gonna go ahead and do all my lips with the lip liner. Then I'm gonna go ahead and take this Life Glam lip gloss in the shade Plain Jane and apply it in the middle. And to finish off the look, I'm gonna go ahead and do setting spray. And this is the final look, you guys. Honestly, I loved all the products that I used today. This, I do recommend it. It does make your face feel really, really hydrated. The powder, I do like it, but just not for nose contour. I feel like it leaves your nose a little bit dry, but it does blur out your under eyes. As for the sponges, yes, this was my favorite product. It made my foundation look super, super flawless without looking cakey. So I do recommend the tiny ones too, and then these as well. I just kind of wish this one was probably a bit smaller so that I can get into my under eye, but I might just have to use this one for my concealer as well. And for the palette, yes, I super duper recommend it. It's really good. The colors are super pigmented as well as the glitters, and I think it's on sale right now for $14, I believe. So yes, if you're looking for a colorful palette with both matte, glitters, and shimmers, I definitely recommend this one. Again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. See you guys in the next video.